Hello everyone, this is OPS, Olympic Peninsula Spotlight. I'm your host Rick Nichols.
And I'm Matthew Warnick.
We'll be bringing you entertainment from the local area musicians, information concerning local businesses, and we'll also help to keep your calendar up to date with schedules for up-and-coming events. Our program is coming at you from Circle of Sound in Olympia, Washington. This full-service recording studio also offers in-house mastering, CD and DVD duplication, digital transfers, and audio restoration. Circle of Sound, reasonable rates, and local convenience.
Today in the studio, we're going to point the spotlight on C.T. Thompson, have a good interview, and play 3 of his good songs. And we're going to give you a bonus song.
say you got somebody new. What you say? Say it again. All right.
And now we're going to play the song Endangered Species.
We got to look all around us, 'cause some things have disappeared. Mother Nature sends us life for plenty, but man keep killing them down. He don't seem to understand that life is better than money. We got to find a new way to get along, so all of us can be happy. 'Cause there is the needy, there is the greedy, but let the meek inherit the earth. 'Cause I don't want to be an endangered species. I don't want to become extinct, y'all. Pollution flies through the air, coming from the money-making machines, and the waters are slowly being poisoned, and the light that make it their home. So help us, some other rich folk, to clean the air and the water, because the natural things we enjoy today, let our children enjoy them tomorrow. 'Cause there is the rich, there is the poor, let the meek inherit the earth. 'Cause I don't want to be an endangered species. I don't want to become extinct, y'all. No, no. Fear and intimidation makes us want to kill a fellow man. So we make guns and kill weapons just to get our point across. We got to find a new way to get along before all of us are all gone. Increase the peace, increase the peace, increase the peace, increase the peace.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for listening. Let's welcome C.T. Thompson, all the way from Seattle, here in Olympia, in our studio today. Hello, C.T. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, that's good news.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, yeah.
So let's start off telling everybody how long you've been making music.
Well, I've been making music for almost 100 years. No, 16 to 17. I'd say about 40 years or so. Still burn for it, you know. And want to keep creating music, you know.
Keep on trucking.
Yeah, keep trucking.
So what did you start off doing when you were 17?
I started off playing saxophone. I was playing saxophone, and I played for quite a while playing saxophone, but I always wanted to sing, so I always sang and learned how to play saxophone, you know. So singing was with me before sax, so I picked up the sax and started playing the saxophone, and kind of got around. You know, over the years, I started playing with blues bands in Chicago and here in Seattle, and just going in, sitting in everywhere. I was playing with some nice blues bands in Chicago. I had a chance to meet the Howlin' Wolf. I had the chance to meet Jimmy Johnson. I had Hubert Sumlin, all the blues greats, you know. And I had great fun doing that, man. Then I stopped playing saxophone due to my dental stuff, you know. I had to stop, so I had to concentrate on singing and songwriting, and there you go.
Right on. Were you trained for the saxophone, or did you just kind of learn by ear?
Well, basically I learned by ear, you know, trial and error. I was, I took lessons from a guy named Joe Brazil at one time, and he just showed me different, what notes and all that stuff, and I was just playing by ear, and he showed me what notes they were. So after that, it was just raw. I just kept going.
I always kind of feel like the less formal like training you have, as long as you're still good, you kind of allows you to put more soul behind an instrument, like the saxophone, definitely.
Yeah, because you know, sometimes you know, by you trying to learn other people how they do it, you lose out on your individuality, you know, about how to play, you know, how to put your stuff into it, you know. And so now, you know, I don't play no more. I just play, I just sing and play a little guitar at home, and that's it. I can't take it outside the home because people, you know, they say, well, you got to go back in with that guitar. That don't work for you, you know. Well, okay, you are not a guitar player. But I like chords, you know. I play the chords at home, and I write little songs with it. And that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What got you into doing music? Like, why did you pick the saxophone up for the first time?
Oh, I don't know. I saw a saxophone when I was real young, and I was just fascinated with it. I guess I was like 10 or something. My brother brought home a saxophone, and I was like, oh, man, what is that, you know? So then after he took it away, and I went to college, and there was a saxophone there, and I picked it up and immediately started playing, so I stuck with it.
Just general curiosity?
Just
like a general curiosity?
General curiosity, you know.
Took you in the right direction?
Yeah.
So we know you can sing, play the saxophone, hold the guitar.
Yeah.
What other musical talents do you have?
Just writing lyrics and trying to learn the business of music. You know, it changed so much over the years. At one time, people were doing 45s and LPs, you know, on vinyl, you know. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden it changed to cassettes. Then after that, CDs. And now it's digital.
Yeah.
So it's just trying to keep up.
We've talked about that a lot in our studio here because it's a very interesting subject. Like, it has changed a lot.
Yeah.
Especially recently.
Most
and especially with digital. You and Rick would be very acquainted with that. I'm a little bit because was born like the 80s, and it's changed a lot even since then.
Oh, yeah.
So what kind of songs do you make? Or what are your favorite songs to make?
I don't know, you know, it's kind of like whatever come to me, you know, whatever's going on right now. I like sports, so I've been, you know, writing, I like sports, and I like whatever's around me, environmental-wise, I do that, you know, write about that. Since the Seahawks been winning, I wrote a song for them, and I was getting ready to get a studio and start doing that. I don't know when, but I think I got time before September get here. I could finish it up, if I could come in the studio and do it, knock it out.
So was it the brilliant sports teams that Seattle had that caused you to leave Chicago and come on out here, or what was the deal?
It wasn't that brilliant. It wasn't that.
Because you only have the Bulls and the Bears
and the White
Chicago.
Sox and the Cubs and the Blackhawks. Man, we got all kinds of stuff. But I came out here, you know, jobs. You know, looking for a job in Chicago. It was rough out there. You know, you couldn't find no job. You know, so I came out this way. You know, had some relatives out here, and I said, well, let me come out there. I said, okay, come on. Then I got a job, and I just kind of been here ever since.
When did you leave Chicago, man?
I left Chicago in 1979 or 78.
All right.
I left Chicago in 78, and I've been here ever since 78.
Half your life.
Huh? Half of my life, yeah. Shoot, that's half of my life.
Yep.
Wow, I guess this home, huh?
I would call it that if I were you.
Yeah, okay. yeah, right. Yeah, so that's what got me out here, and so ever since I've just been concentrating on my music, you know, and just music and working.
How did the music scene differ from Chicago? Sure, it wasn't near the blues scene out here in Seattle area.
No, the blues scene in Chicago was basically that's what it was, blues and R&B. That's all. And then I got out here, then you know it was blues and R&B and funk and I would say some of the blues tunes that people were doing in Chicago, the guys got it over here and they made it into their own type of style of blues, you know. So it's kind of like grunge. This, you know, it's just different, you know.
Yeah, we kind of do that. We take genres and make our own.
Yeah, you make your own
version, like grunge.
Yeah, make grunge out of, you know. It's like. I like, you know, and the music, like I say, like the Rolling Stones, they might come out with some blues stuff that used to be played by Howlin' Wolf,
Muddy Waters,
and all those guys. We said, wow, man, the Rolling Stones, you know. And then, and so there's a difference, you know, over there, you know, you get the original stuff. And over here, it's not copy. It's just taking root music and make it into what you want. You know, it's just the basics. You know, it's like 1-4-5. So it's just we just keep recreating stuff. You know, and here, you know, there's so much music in Seattle. There's so many good players here that you know, they move along quite a bit. I hope while I'm here, it might rub off on me and. Maybe I could move along too.
Except for just a little bit of rock,
Pearl
Jam or whatever, you know.
Pearl Jam.
Seattle has taken a hit in being able to get rising stars out of the area.
Yeah, it's kind of
seems like there was a whole lot of things that just almost came to fruition and just didn't quite because of the LA scene. Spotlight always went to them.
Yeah.
except for just a few exceptions. Because let's face it, Hendrix didn't make it in Seattle.
No, they kicked him out of here. Get out of here.
He had to go all the way to England.
Yeah. And, Seattle hasn't been real good to a whole lot of musicians in regards to hitting the limelight, putting them in the forefront. But there is a lot of good musicians and an awful lot of good music going on, of which you're part of.
Great.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you guys are doing this spotlight. Spotlight a few people. And I know that you're not doing it for monetary gain. You're just doing it just for the hell of it. It needs to be done. Yeah. And I sure appreciate being on the show.
Matthew said, "Man, I need time away from my fiance." I said, "I got just the thing."
Oh, yeah.
Rick, if she hears this, I'm in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Bleep out the names on that one.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, well, we're observers, at least, of music. Rick, he's a musician, but he records, and he sees people come in and out, and I like to listen to a lot of music, and all my friends are musicians, so we know there's a lot of good talent around here, and it was just, it was a good idea. Rick thought of it, and he asked me about it, and I said, absolutely.
Yeah.
If we can get it on the internet, then hopefully other people can hear. Because a lot of musicians are only known in this area. People only hear them here. Mm-hmm. And so we would like to help people here in a more broad sense.
Besides, it's just fun.
And it's fun. It's very fun.
Yeah, it's just
meet
fun.
new people.
You got it. Yeah.
Even I brought a few people in the studio.
I expect more Christmas cards this year. Don't you?
Yep. So we talked about sports a little bit, and you said you made a song for the Seahawks, but I also know that you made a song for the Supersonics.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, yeah. I'm a sports guy, and I wrote back in 80, I would say, in 84, I had a band. We was playing quite a lot of music called CT and the Record Band, and we used to get around and play everywhere. And I wrote a song called Supersonic Rap. That was a tribute to the Sonics from 1978 to 1986. They were the champs. So I wrote it's like a championship song, and so that's what it is. It's a tribute to the Seattle Supersonics from 1978 to 1986. That's a tribute. Now, I had to upgrade it again, so I had to go from 1988 to 1997 to take care of Sean Kemp and Gary Payton. I had to put them in a part 2.
Yeah.
So it's Supersonic Rap 1, Supersonic Rap 2.
Right on.
Take care of everybody, try to. But we got another team coming up. I don't know. I just hope that Sonics would be friendly with this song and say, hey, we want to keep it in our catalog,
So, sorry, was it ever used? Like, did they play it during any games?
They played it in 85 and 80, somewhere around in there, 84, 85. They played it. They played a couple of times right there at the games. I was there listening. And they wanted to get the tune, but I don't know what happened. I guess, too much paperwork or something with a lawyer or something. I don't know, but I sure wanted them to have this song so they could have it, so they can have it. Say, that's Seattle Supersonic song, That's what I want,
I think it makes you our most famous interviewee.
Huh?
I think that makes you our most famous interviewee.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Good. So we're gonna get a new team. How do you feel about that?
Well,
I guess how'd you feel when we lost this?
Well, I felt I thought about that, and I said, I heard that they was gonna move, and I said, well, it's a lot of people here in the Northwest with a lot of money, but they was acting like, we don't care if this team leave or not. Then I got mad. I said, well, let them go. I said, y'all go on down to Oklahoma then, and they left. And because I was pissed because people didn't want to hold it here. So now everybody miss it. You don't miss your water till the well run dry.
Because that's exactly what happened. Another, I don't know who, but a rich person or entrepreneur was buying a new team.
Right.
So that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Now we trying to go to Sacramento and commandeer a team. Y'all got to come on back. We need it. And this time they won't let them go, you know.
Yeah.
They said, we're going to keep it right here.
Hopefully you might get to make a third rap.
I think so.
For
and I hope
Washington team.
I hope
Seattle team.
Yeah, I hope that they decide, hey, why don't you update the song to these new guys here? I said, okay.
Can do.
Yeah, they can do. Just tell me when and I'll be ready.
Yeah. I think you answered this, but what is your favorite type of music? You kind of said blues, but I mean, is blues your favorite, or is there something else that you like a little more?
Yeah, like old blues, jazzy stuff, from New Orleans music to the blues in Chicago and Mississippi music, and I just done traveled through all the music, and I don't have I guess you know the songs that I create is kind of like stuff I just put together in my head. So I guess my favorite music is I guess what I create.
Your own.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But now I like the blues, man. I like the R&B. That's my deal. I like some country, you know. I like that too, you know. Some of the good songs in country music is kind of good, and the rock too is good stuff. All the music's good, man. I just whatever make me feel good. Yeah. Hey, that's all right there.
It's hard to pick and.
Yeah.
I didn't hear any country on Still Dreamin', though.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, wow.
I heard funk.
Yeah.
Skirting around on the jazz.
Yeah.
There was definitely some Larry Carlton, Lee Ritenour flavors that were going on with that.
We heard him say he's still learning to play the guitar. He's waiting.
I'm still learning.
It's gonna be here soon.
I thought you couldn't teach old dog new tricks.
Well, you can't teach them old tricks, but you can sure guide them in a new way. But now I only wrote the songs. I didn't play too much on. I didn't play no guitar on there.
Yeah.
But I just hear what I hear and hope that people could, you know, say, hey, yeah, I know what you're saying. You know, speak music, and maybe they could put it on paper. You know.
Yeah.
So.
What is your favorite part of the music making process?
The music making process?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, first of all, once you get the song, then just to start and finish, that's my thing, starting and finish, you know. I like to start it. If I got a project, I want to finish it, you know.
Yeah.
And I hate to start and finish. I like finished products and say, hey, that's done. You know, now I can go to something else, you know. So
yeah.
That's where I'm at, yeah.
Hearing the finished song is your favorite part, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And you know, you be thinking, wow, you know, you don't know if you making a song that's going to affect the whole world or just affect you around you or your friends. Or you don't know if people like it over across the world, or you just don't know. You don't know why you do it. You just do it and let it be, you know. I'm just happy that I'm blessed to be able to continue to sing and keep it moving. I feel blessed. And I used to sing a lot around Seattle, and then it slowed down for me. You know, you have different problems with different bands and stuff, and, you know, it's just people trying to find their direction and trying to shine just the same. And, you know, and I was singing quite a bit there, you know, around the neighborhoods and some casinos and things like that. Then, you know, it stopped, you know. It's like, hey, what happened? You know, some people left and clubs closed and new stuff is opening up, so you just got to be ready when they come back around, because, you know, when they come back around, you never know who remember you. You don't know. You don't know who you touched while you're singing. I enjoy singing. I might not make a bunch of money, but I enjoy singing and entertaining and, you know, just having a chance to see people be happy. You know, they say, geez, you know, you made me happy. That fella, I walked in here, I wasn't feeling great. Now I feel all right. I say, okay, that's good. You know, I'm happy. I'm happy for you. And, you know.
Some guys at that point would say, hey, no applause, just throw money.
Just throw money. I got pockets, I can put it in the money, you know. But I like my money, but, you know, but money ain't everything, but it's almost all things, you know. But, you know, I like singing, so if I get paid, that's a double. That's a blessing double.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah.
We've talked about that, too.
Yep.
Success
Definitely.
doesn't come with a dollar figure.
No. I just be enjoying that I'm still able to just come here and sit with you guys and have a conversation about music. I was playing my old CD. I released that in 2004?
I think that's right.
Yeah, 2004 I released this tune, and I'm still pushing at it. They said, what else you coming up with? Well, I got stuff. It just take time to do another CD. If you ain't got no people backing you with a bunch of money, you just can't go in there and be like, yeah, I'm ready to do another one. It's going to cost you blah, 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 blah. I said, geez, you know, I can't do it right now, okay? So you have to wait a while, you know. So you got to push what you got, you know. So thank goodness that in 2004, some of the songs on there still kind of, you still kind of feel it a little bit, you know.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Still got good flavor going on.
Yeah, still got flavor. And
I was noticing the one tune had a really beautiful synth solo in it, and one of the things I was noticing about it, if you listen to some of the stuff in the 70s with synthesizers, it's pretty much dated. That's not. That's still pretty much a prominent type of a sound that you would still hear today in today's music. So, no, I think you did a good job on that CT, and definitely it's not out of date. Yeah.
Yeah. So it could, 10 years from now, it'll be okay still.
No, I'm not going to go that far.
Okay, you ain't going to say that. Okay, then I just...
But I'm saying, hey, folks, for now, that's a good CD. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It's well worth the listen.
Yeah. And they can find it, too, on that...
CD Baby.
On CD Baby. It's on Amazon.com and iTunes.
You got it all over the place.
Yeah. But,
Well, we just jumped the gun.
huh? Oh.
Rick, you're doing it out of sequence, man. What's going on here?
I'll cut and paste.
So, I mean, yeah, where can people hear your music?
Oh, yeah. Well, like I say, thank goodness for CD Baby and iTunes and Amazon.com.
Right on.
It's all on there, and I just got to get a little attention to it. I like the entertainment. I like singing. I like writing songs, but I'm not a great promoter. I must admit. I can't tell, hey, I'm over here. I'm a great promoter. I'm not that. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I love
Part of
it.
that, I think, is what we talked about earlier, the changing of the times. It's kind of like, how do you promote your music nowadays?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of difficult. There's so many avenues, and each avenue kind of can potentially lead nowhere.
Yeah, you don't know what to do. But you know, I think
Could potentially lead nowhere, or does.
You know, and you know, and people say they're not doing they're not doing the CDs anymore for people. They're just doing digital stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, a lot of
it's just digital, you know. It's,
a lot of albums are purely digital.
Well, people are buying their music as a download instead of going out and buying a CD.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's
That's
cheaper.
a big part of it.
Well, you don't have storage issues like you do with CDs.
And you can buy like one song.
Yeah, one song.
But no, I mean typically, that's it. You know, if you don't like the entire album, you can buy whatever you pick and choose what you want.
I remember the old joke, the $16 song. You buy a CD and you only like one song, it becomes a $16 song.
So, yeah.
That's kind of why I like to buy music online. I don't have to buy that expensive song anymore.
You know what? I think CT and I both grew up buying stuff in the 60s and the 70s. I liked buying the album. I liked having the album.
Yeah.
So even when I was taking all the stuff off of vinyl and or replenishing and buying all on CDs and ultimately storing it into hard drives, I like having the entire album. Mm-hmm. It's so I've never gotten behind that just buying a song and having the song. What do you think about that, CT?
I enjoyed buying the album too because, you know, it's like you had everything there. You know, you had the group, they had the writing, the picture, and it was big. You know, it was real big. But you was able to store them pretty good. With the CDs, it's smaller, but it's hard storage, you know. It's like, at least you got 50 albums, it only take up, 2 feet of space, maybe even less. 50 albums, maybe a feet of space. But CDs, you know, it take a lot of space.
Well, the case is thicker.
Yeah, the case is thicker.
And the thing that I have the worst problem with, CT, and maybe you can relate with this, on a 12-inch vinyl, the writing was bigger and I could see it.
Yeah, you could see it, yeah. And then you could take it out and read, you know, read everything, you know.
Oh, I still can, but I have to have my magnifying glass to do it.
Oh, you got to have a magnifying glass? Oh, okay, then that's all right. Yeah. Well, that's all right. You carry it with you all the time. Don't leave home without it, right?
There you go.
See, when these old guys say albums, they mean actual albums.
Yeah.
Vinyls. We call CDs albums, but they really aren't.
But you know, it's amazing. Like we was talking about the Supersonic Rap song. I put that on. I recorded that and released it on a 45 vinyl. 45. Yeah.
Right.
You know what a 45 is?
Yes.
Oh, good. And so I said, I took my 45 vinyl and I took it down to this radio station and told them, I said, well, yeah, I got a 45 here of the CR Supersonic, and I wanted to see whether or not y'all could play that, you know. And they say, what is that? I said, the young people, they said, what is that? I said, that's a 45, that's a vinyl. Well, we don't know nothing about that, you know. I said, geez, you know. I said, oh, I thought I was dated then. I said, okay, then, let me get out of here. So, you know, it's kind of like, she said, what is that? I said, that is a 45 vinyl record. They said, no, we don't know nothing about that, you know. And I said, oh, okay. I had to get out of there.
That's really funny.
So I just started realizing, I said, ooh, I guess I'm dated, you know, a little bit. But I'm trying to keep up with the new way.
It could have been worse, CT. You could have taken them in a 78.
Oh, yeah, that really tripped him out. Look, I don't know what it is, but call security. Security, help up in here. He needs some help.
It's like a weapon.
Yeah, there's a weapon or something. I ain't never seen it before. And he talking about putting it on a record too. Oh, man. Putting it on
Believe it or not, I actually had albums when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
I'm a child of the 90s, was born in 83. And they still sold record players and albums, and they were still, you could buy cassettes or you could buy albums. CDs hadn't quite yet come out.
That's right.
And I used to have old, like, Alvin and the Chipmunks on vinyls.
Oh, cool.
And my mom was also big into vinyls, and so she has all sorts of 45s.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I'm not that young, but I am young, and even as young as I am, I'm still dated.
Oh,
because I know what a 45 is.
Oh, yeah.
I used to own.
But see, that's the one thing that hasn't changed. You still like to buy your music in singles, and that's basically what a 45 was.
Yeah, that's what a 45.
You know,
we had two of them.
Things come around
flip sides.
I was never big on those either.
On the 45.
You know, no, I just didn't like 45s. But every once in a while, when you were playing with a band and you were going to do a copy tune, you'd find yourself running down buying a 45 so you could listen to it, so you could, go play, learn to play the song. But no, I was always, I liked 33 and a third album.
That's right. I mean, I liked the 45 too, but, it's different. But the album is like, is great. Like, I had this album I bought, Aretha Franklin. She had that one record she came out with, an album, and, both sides it was good. You play it on this side, and you flip it over, you play it on this side, and just keep flipping all day.
Is that the one that had Dwayne Allman on it?
Huh?
Is that the one that had Dwayne Allman on it? This was way back.
This was like in 60, was that 67?
that's the one.
Baby, baby, sweet baby.
I think that's the one.
And she had all the songs on it. Oh, man, we used to turn and play it here, then flip it over and play it over here, and then say, well, that's so we flip it back, you know.
That's the way we used to do Stevie Wonder's Intervision
album.
That album was just
you just flip back and
yeah.
forth, you know. It's whoa, you know, it's just too much, you know. And
Emerson, Lake and Palmer's first album, they had Lucky Man. That's the way it was.
Yeah,
with
you
that.
flipped that over.
Oh yeah, I mean, I could go on between the two of us, we could probably.
We can talk all day. Yeah. You know, it was.
We don't have time.
I can talk all day about different stuff.
But yeah, the music industry has changed. Now it's, and I'm not convinced it's for the better. Mm-hmm. If you buy an album and you listen to it, maybe it's not that you like that song, but then after you've heard it for the 10th or 11th time, you start realizing that there's something there. And it kind of draws you into listening. It helps you to expand, you know. It helps you to understand and to learn to listen. If all you do is just, if you hear a song and you make an instantaneous judgment call on it and you go buy it, and that's the way you do all of your music, then you're going to limit yourself to a large amount of music that's available out there.
So you mean as a listener?
Exactly, as a listener. Yeah.
I went through that with System of a Down. I only liked a few songs about the album. I was like, oh good, another $16 song. But I'd listen to it. And then at some point, I just really started digging it. Maybe I got into the lyrics, I don't know, but they eventually became one of my top favorite bands.
All right, so you understand.
Because I bought the album. I guess if I would have only bought, it wasn't available at the time, if I would have only bought the one song I like, I wouldn't be able to say they're one of my top favorite bands.
Yeah, and so you would have, your listening experience and your understanding of music would have been limited.
Yep. Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. That's definitely true. And there's a part of the, like, I still remember this, part of the album dynamic is that tactile response. Let me grab my album and put it in my CD player and having the album and looking at the cover art, seeing what type of creative things people do, especially with albums. I remember ones that would, like, unfold, and you'd see, like, more of a cool picture. Yeah. I believe Jethro Tull did that in some of his albums. And it was really cool. You'd see a picture and it would unfold and there'd be an even bigger, cooler picture, and those are just things you don't get anymore. Yeah. I went through this with book readers say the same thing about Kindle. They're like, I just miss that tactile response of the book, having it in my hand, opening the pages, feeling the pages. And there's true, I went through this with video games. Old school gamer, having the album of games, going, look at all those games. It was really cool, but now, because they're cheaper, I'm just downloading games.
Yeah, and there's something to be said about collecting as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I used to get a kick out of having a large record collection.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and look, mine's bigger than yours.
Right. Yeah.
And I know when I finally sold off CDs, I sold like 500 CDs in my collection. Because once I started putting everything into hard drive, I just didn't have the need to have that collection anymore.
Yeah, because I've been hearing that, I guess it's Sub Pop or some some record store, they are really into vinyl now. Vinyls are, they want the 78s, the 45 vinyls, they want them bad. And that's what people are buying, seem like it. For something is going on like that.
Yeah,
I don't know
why.
I don't know how big it is, but they're music purists around here.
Yeah.
I don't know how far it goes, but definitely in Washington and Olympia, they're music purists who want vinyl, and they swear that vinyl it's better to hear it on the vinyl.
Because you can.
But I know Rick has strong feelings about that.
Look, it's best to hear it on 2-inch magnetic tape right in the studio.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
As soon as it gets transferred over to vinyl and it starts giving you, hey, who needs the snap, crackle, and pop? If you want that, go get you some Rice Krispies. I just don't agree with that. I think that the best sound is the pure right out of the studio on a master tape.
Yeah.
CT, I don't know about you, but do you miss the snap, crackles, and pops when you're trying to listen to music?
Well, I don't miss the snap, crackle, and pop, but I know if I got a good song that's kicking, I have to get through the snap, crackle, and pop, you know. I have to just hear the snap crackle and probably listen to my favorite record, you know.
Well, sure.
But if you got a clean copy, they say that compared to a CD and say like a vinyl 45, you could hear everything in this vinyl. Everything, but the CD's kind of covered up.
That's because they went to a 16-bit 44.1K format. But I don't know. Music purist, to me, and everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I prefer having a nice, clear sound all the way through. It's like listening to a radio. I prefer to have the station dialed in, no static.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that's kind of the way I look at it with music. So when we used to buy vinyl, particularly when we had decent cassette decks, or like when we had 3340 or 3440 TAC reel-to-reels and whatnot, we'd buy vinyl, we'd play it only one time, and that was to transfer it, and then we'd listen to it on tape up the rest of the time. You know, and then if something happened to your tape, obviously, then you take your vinyl back out, redo the whole thing. But that kept that vinyl in mint. So you have as few snap, crackles, and pops as possible.
Yeah.
It's probably like a rejection of the technology. Like music, I don't know, I got so many friends. A lot of the people who really enjoy music, even younger than myself, are actually aware of the whole history of music. And, you know, they like the Beatles and Rolling Stones back in the day, and so they're kind of aware of the changes in technology, even though it's happened way beyond their time. And I think they might be just rejecting what technology has done to music, so they want to buy the vinyls.
Yeah, as far as music purists, you gotta love them.
Yeah,
right?
But I didn't know, right, it's just in the Northwest, or is it all over? I think it's all over.
I know in this area. I don't know how wide it goes out. I just know here in Olympia and Lacey, Seattle, Tumwater, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, they want the vinyl.
They're big into vinyls.
Wow.
People younger than myself.
Really? Oh, man. Yeah. I still got some vinyl.
I don't know what vinyls are going for, but I just know there's kind of an elitist music group. Probably a lot to do with, like, music hipsters, I'm not sure, but definitely an elitist genre of people looking for vinyls.
Yeah.
And then swearing that they're better.
But back then, they had people, everybody was vinyl.
Oh, sure, that was it.
And vinyl is gone. You know, it's like, we don't, and like I say, what is that? You know?
We're getting to the point where CD is gone.
Yeah, CD is about out, man. They some of the record labels say that they're not doing hard copy CDs anymore. They're gonna just do
digital distribution.
Digital distribution. This is what we're doing, right? This is digital distribution that we.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rick does that. You can do CDs as well, but we do the digital distribution. Yeah. I know my CD player in my car has a USB port and a jack, and I'll either plug in my USB that has a lot of music on it, or I'll plug my jack in my phone and play Pandora. That thing hasn't seen a CD in a long time. It's got the CD slit, but it hasn't seen a CD in a long time.
Speaking of that, I was watching an old one of the car restoration shows or whatever. Guys pulled out, and it was a 45 record player that fit in the dash. No kidding.
Did not know that existed.
Oh yeah. And they actually hooked it
up
and put a 45 on it. The guy's driving down the road.
I had one of them.
You did?
Yeah, man. I had 8-track.
I knew you were an 8-track. You did the 8-track instead.
Let me tell you.
I bet you did Sony Beta instead of VHS too, didn't you?
Yeah, I had all that. I'm telling you, man. I've seen the technology change from all the way up until now, and that's why. Let's see. I came in 60. You know, I know I'm up in age, but I don't care. I feel great. So
you survived Vietnam. Just be grateful.
Right. So this record player, they had it in the car, and you load it up like this. You know, it's from the bottom up. You know, you just bam, and then you put the record on, and it goes, and you can just ride, man. You be listening to your 45, be kicking. Oh man, it was a trip though. Cause I remember I had Because James Brown used to have some cuts, man, back then. And he used to have them 45. You get the 45, put him on there, and you be riding. I said, oh, man. It was like heaven. You know, you can ride in the car with that, you know. And then all of a sudden they come out with the A-track. And the
Where did you put your GPS?
Huh?
Yeah. Where could you fit your GPS?
GPS was in here.
Right next to the cell phone.
Yeah, GPS said there's a can in the road down here. You take a right. And then there's a tree that's lifting down. You take a left, you know. That was your GPS.
There's a pay booth on the corner. Put a dime in and call somebody.
Right, and call somebody. Yeah, and they'll come
TJ
and pick you up.
Sit in the corner. Just ask him.
Yeah,
right. Ask him where to
go. Yeah. And then there's a raccoon sitting right over there. Then you'll know you're in the right place. Okay, that's my GPS, right? But then I seen the cassette in the car, the record player in the car. Then the 8-track came along. Then the cassette in the car.
And then from there, it pretty much went to CD. Yeah, you had your cassette and CD. Mm-hmm. Then they discontinued the cassette in the cars here several years back.
Right.
Yeah, it was almost no point.
Yeah.
I see some of my friends buy like older cars and they have cassette players. I joke around. I'm like, what is this thing? And I put my finger in the slot. I actually had a friend who
you're supposed to put a piece of bread in there.
Is this a toaster?
Yeah, is that a toaster?
No, I had a friend who he bought an older car and he wanted to play his iPod, but he couldn't. And they actually make cassettes that you plug a jack into so you can play your iPod on a cassette player. Yeah.
Oh man.
It's like
yeah, I remember that too.
They're a few bucks.
I had that for a CD player.
Wow, that's technology. Well, you know, it's dated though. You know, it's like as soon as you create it, it's gone. You know, somebody come up with you don't have to put the cassette in there and then connect the iPod to it. We got something for that. Whap, that's gone in about 2 years.
My deck has a jack built right in.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, got a little mini plug that you can plug in and a USB port.
And a USB port.
All the cars are doing that anymore.
And Bluetooth, so you don't even need the cords.
Yeah.
If you
really?
have the device.
That's right.
That sends a signal. Which I actually like that. Growing up through playing games and music and stuff, cords are a disaster. Mm-hmm. And can be. So I like the Bluetooth wireless technology.
CT, I swear, man, you wait long enough and they'll eventually put a man on the moon.
I thought he already been up there. that's what I said.
You mean they'll do it again? A second time. Back to music. What would your ultimate goal as a musician be if you have not already achieved it?
Well, yeah, you know, as a kid, you know, I always my ultimate is being a singer-songwriter, in which that's what I profess to be. Is a singer-songwriter, in which I sing and I write songs, and I figure I'm successful just doing it. You know, people haven't recognized you, but you know, there are some people that have recognized you. And as far as what do I want out of it, I just happy to be doing it for many years, and you know, like I say, you know, I probably. It's been a while, you know. I don't expect to be a big superstar, but I sure enjoy doing what I do. And
it was kind of a drafted question, but I could tell by your earlier comments you're pretty happy where you're at.
Yeah,
just being a musician. That's really cool.
Yeah, basically happy with you know, music's been with me all my life. You know, it's like if I hadn't had music, man, I don't know where you know, so many ups and downs, struggles in my life. Early and to this day, you know, you have a lot of ups and downs, struggles, man, and sometimes only place you could turn to is God and turn to your music. Sometimes things get pretty dark sometimes, but while it's dark, you know, I guess God, I always say, it's dark, but do you see that little light way down there? I say, yeah, okay, just keep it moving. I just keep it moving, so you'll be okay and get out of this.
You'll never reach it.
You'll never reach it.
Keep going.
Just keep going, you know.
Keep it moving, at least.
But I sure had fun looking for it. I sure had fun, just keep walking at it, you know, so.
Yeah. Do you have any future projects on the horizon?
Future projects?
Yeah, that we could look forward to? Or
the only one I have right now is updating a supersonic rap, and I'm getting this together, and I'm going to put it on CD Baby, and I'm going to put it on iTunes and Amazon.com, and that's my only project right now is doing the tribute to the Sonics of the past, because we finna have a future team, so somebody got to do something for the guys that already did something, you know. So this is what I'm doing right now, and other than that, I have a couple of 2 more other songs I was gonna put on digital download. One was a Jerry Butler song that I recorded, and then I had another song called Prime Time, and Prime Time that's kind of like a sporty type of thing too, you know. A rapish but bluesy R&B, just like supersonic rap. But yeah, that's what I was working on, doing that.
So finally, how can people contact you? Since we already know where they can hear your music.
They can contact me. I have I got a website called it's www.ct-thompson.com. That's what's one of them, and then I have a email address at ctthompson3000@msn.com.
Okay.
Yeah. And that.
Now, you actually have your own record label, too, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I have Kaliba Music, and that's a record label and a publishing company that I put together to kind of keep doing my thing, you know. I didn't want to stop. I wanted to continue to do so. So I figured I'd just try it and do it. I'm up in there. I ain't going to be no big superstar, but I sure enjoy doing what I do.
Yeah.
You know, so, and if I could help somebody along, that'll be great just the same. But, you know, money is good. I still like money. If it come my way, I will take it.
Before we go, is there any last bit of advice you'd like to give our viewers, or final thoughts?
Well, let's like this Olympic Peninsula spotlight. I think once people get a light of it, I hope that it'll begin to grow quite well, you know, and keep Rick busy, and you keep you busy, and have other people come along and do the interviews and put it on YouTube, and maybe listeners around the world can start tuning in to it, you know. Yeah. They'll be saying, "Oh man, let's go, yeah," you know. That's a thing that it should be done, and that'll be kind of nice, you know. And other than that, just whatever you believe in, you don't look for the money, because the money will come. You know, if you find yourself first, you know, and then the money comes. Yep. Yeah. And that's about it.
Great advice. And thank you for coming to the studio. That was a little Q&A with C.T. Thompson. And now we're going to leave you with another 2 of his great songs.
going to go all the way. I said, come on, fans, and clap your hands and participate with the record band. Say, let's go, Sonics, and cheer them on to be the best in the land. Well, they've been world champs once before. They're going to be world champs a few times more. So let's stay in their corner at all times, because this is our team, and they're one of a kind.
Let's go, Sonics, all the way, and be the champs of the NBA.
Champs of the NBA.
Sonics, all the way, and be the champs of the NBA. Let's go, Sonics, all the way, and be the champs of the NBA. Let's go, Sonics, all the way, and be the champs of the NBA.
Well, this is a team with lots of class, with lots of talent, and very fast. They always play like they're number one, but it really looks as if they're having fun.
Now, Coach George Carl, he is the
With
best.
this basketball game of test, this ain't one man can't win a game. It's team ball that brings everybody fame.
Let's go, Sonics, all the way, and be the champs of the NBA.
Be the champs of the
Let's go,
NBA.
Sonics, all the way, and be the champs of the
Yeah.
NBA.
All the
Let's
way,
go, Sonics,
all the way,
all the way, and be the champs of the NBA. Let's go,
Get on,
Sonics,
y'all.
all the way, and be the champs of the NBA. Well, there's Gary Payton, they call him the glove. Playing basketball is his first love. He prides himself with steals and assists. Fast break layups, he never missed. Dead left trip, he's come back home. Playing for the Sonics is where he belongs. Fans are all happy with his style of play. Looks like the team is on their way. Sean Kemp, the Rain Man, he sure know how to excite the crowd by making thunder dunk with so much style. The voodoo that you do just drives us wild.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go all the way, you know? See what y'all think? We think we're going all the way? Yeah! We're gonna do it one more time? Yeah! We gotta go it one more. We gotta go all the way. Let's go.
Nate McMillan, the captain of the team. He's been around the longest of all. He's always ready when he gets the call. Sam Perkins, the big smooth. Kevin Johnson, Hershey Hawkins, Ricky Pierce, James Dawson, Kevin Johnson, Tom Chambers, Alvin Lister, Irvin Johnson, Dale Ellis, Xavier McDaniels, the X-Man. Let's go, Sonics! Yeah, this is the team. Let's go.
And that music means it's time for a calendar of events. Unfortunately, our calendar's a little dry, so we only have one event, and that is the Turning Point's Brewhouse Bash. Music performance to benefit Turning Point Domestic Violence Service, 5 to 8 p.m. at Grove Street Brewhouse at 1st and Grove Street in Shelton. On a side note, we're still looking for sponsors, so if there's any stores, restaurants, or local businesses interested in advertising on our show, please contact us.
This is Rick Nichols
And Matthew Warnick.
with OPS, wishing all of you a great week. We look forward to you joining us next week when our guest will be...
Due to scheduling conflicts, we may have Jamone from 3600 in next week, but don't hold us to it.
So until then, goodbye for now.
We'd love to hear from you, so contact us at olympicpeninsulaspotlight@gmail.com.